Good morning and welcome. Yes, today is episode 2 of the Tomodachi game episode 2. Now, here's the thing. The first episode, which was kind of like the Squid Game and the Ultima Kings, kind of the vibe of the Tomodachi game. When I first watched it, I felt that kind of thing where you're in debt and there's going to be some deaths involved. We all get that. Tomodachi game kind of made it more like not Ultimate King yet, but more like the game of trust. In Tomodachi game, like I said, 5 friends that they said they're friends, but when it comes to games like this, there's secrets. When it comes to games like this, it's gonna be betrayals, and all that, all the hints that says this guy, he or she's a suspect, says it all. And just like episode 2, we've got that in motion. We got it. And episode 2 did give us quite a bit of secrets a lot of secrets and a lot of answers, if you prefer. And the ending gave us so much to talk about. This ending gave us so much things to learn about, and I'm pretty sure everybody who's haven't read the manga should. But let's get right to it with our review of the Tomodachi game episode 2. Okay, so the MC. Let me just say this. The MC is playing mind games. It's always, games like this, Squid Game, Ultimate King, Danganronpa, Death Parade. I'm looking at games like this, and it's always the MC has this best strategy. This MC always have mind games. And just like him, he has these mind games where he's like, hey, do you want to know what color of her panties? Oh, come on, I know y'all want to know. All that kind of, and he's in debt. And the rules is you cannot be in debt. You talk, you're going to get more debt. So he talked. Everyone else was just kind of hiding and all. But the question is, are we going to be friends? And all of them slide that yen coin, yes. And they was correct. Now, as a result, everyone has a minus yen. Now, for the MC, I get it. He's trying to play the strategy really well. He's trying to realize, is it not just me with that question blank? Is everyone else has the same question as me? Because mind you, remember, his question was blank. He's looking at everybody's cards like, maybe they're all blank. Is it just me? No. But leave it to the admins. Leave it to the admins of these games to make the ink go out quick so he knows he's not fucking around. Especially when he lies like, I gotta tie my shoes, but you just want to look around the card game. He's like, oh, maybe it's on the card. So the admins knows he is special. He's not just a guy who lost his mom and dad. This is a guy who knows what he's doing. And then here comes the vice president, call her president. Here comes the vice president. It's all like, hey, I like you and all that. Then I'm like, nah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Because she thinks because he thinks she's a suspect and she thinks he's a suspect because he's poor. And now they're thinking, oh, I like you. And I'm like, wait a minute. Something's not right. See, this is where the alliance comes in. This is where alliances are formed and they could be breakable. She just said she likes him. And then all of a sudden, she telling him like, oh, I'm in debt too. Because when I spoke, I almost talked in the first round. When the first card went down, I almost screamed. So I think that got a little debt in me. So I doubt her debt is more. I doubt it. Because they didn't even count that. But then there's a Shadow Tenji, the guy with the glasses. You know what? I'm going to compare this guy to Squid Game. You know that guy in Squid Game with the glasses? And I'm telling you, every time I see this guy doing his glasses like this, it's always, he's a suspect already. Because you can't keep doing this every time you do this. What's with anime characters with glasses doing this? Well, why do they do that with the glasses? Is it because you're arrogant? Is it because you're smarter than everyone? Or is it the fact that you're just a dick? I don't know. But I see people do this all the time. It's like this. And I'm like, I don't know. So, the next game is like the game of life. The only difference is it's a reverse. So you have all these spaces, and you got people watching it live, like Facebook Live, Twitter Live, writing all these comments about this game. So the game is like 5 friends that write secrets in the box. Once they reveal it, the viewers from above vote which one is more unforgivable. And whoever gets the most gets 5 spaces. First place, the most popular, get 5 spaces. One gets 4, one gets 3, 2, and 1. But inside of those, there's depths into it. So the first match was Norway didn't get anything right. So they all blank. They moved 1 space. Everyone moved 1 space. But then again, to that debt again, they got another debt. So like, oh my God. It went from negative 100, then it went up to a negative 500. But then the secrets came out. The secret came out in this love triangle BS right now. It was a love triangle to the glory. It started out like, oh, the one card just said it all. She has a crush. The vice president has a crush on the MC. But the vice president went out with Tenji, the one with the glasses. And then Makoto all lying and everything. The blonde hair guy, he's all like, what? Because he was surprised. And then the secrets came out when Tenji's all like, oh, I loved her too. I used to date her. But leave it to the vice president with all misunderstandings. Ooh, it's so bright. Sunny days. But leave it to the vice president to go out and say this. Okay, this is a misunderstanding. His father and my father were college buddies. They have both worked together. So we got to make this fake arrangement. We got to make this fake pretend dating thing. And so we faked it. We pretend to go on a date. But then when his father died, we kind of like stay as friends. But then Tenji's all like, but I still love you. And I'm like, oh my God. The betrayal is getting there. Oh my God. The betrayal is getting there, guys. It's getting there. It's getting there. Secrets like that is gonna hurt a friendship. And just like what they did in this one, is revealing as ever. See, this is why I like anime games like this. Anime games like this, because when there's secrets come involved, there's death's gonna be involved, there's betrayal, and it's like that. I love it. So they move on to the next one where it's like, okay, he bathed with his mom. One bathed once a week. And the other one had plastic surgery. And they're like, oh my God, another secret. Everybody is blowing out secrets. But the vice president is getting more and more spaces than ever. Her debt is increasing. Now, this is where we get a little crazy. That shy, quiet girl. Here's what I realized. And I'm pretty sure we all realize this. When there's a character who is the quiet one in the group. When it comes to a show like this, and there's that one girl who is the quiet one in the group, I'm not counting her. I'm talking about in these type of games. Danganronpa, Squid Game, any Osama King, any games like this. There's always that one shy girl who has a bigger secret than the others. And we don't see that, but we will. You think that a shy girl like her is hiding, like doesn't have secrets? She does. She has secrets. You just gotta wait and see. And in that moment, she crying like, ah! She has a bigger secret. Because now the jealousy is entwining when it's like, oh, all the boys fall for you. What about me? Nah, you see, that's what she's saying. So there's a hint next week's episode. We're gonna see more. I know there's gonna be a lot of questions, a lot of answers in the games of the reverse game of life. I'm looking forward for next week's episode to see it. Now the ending. The ending did give us a lot to think about. I mean, it gave us a lot of answers than ever. Because if you look at the ending, each person had like a bad trait. One with the mother. The president with the mother. The vice president had surgery, and you can see it on her chest. Then you look at Tenji, then you look at his father, and he died. And then you look at the girl who got bullied before. You see, there are secrets that they're not adapting. But with this game, it's going to change. All the answers going to reveal. Everyone's going to be in a downright trust. And again, the MC, how do I put this? Based on what we got so far, there's two people I don't really trust. And they're high tier. I'm looking at high tier, mid tier, and low tier. For the high tier, in terms of, I don't trust him level, the MC, Tenji, and the quiet girl. That's high tier. Because I don't trust her. And then I'm looking at the mid tier. I want to say the mid tier is Makoto. I want to say the mid tier is Makoto. I want to say the president. The blonde hair boy, I want to say he's mid tier. And then the low tier is the vice president. That's to me, I see that. I don't know what y'all see, but I see it. So I look forward for next week's episode of this reverse game of life of the Tomodachi game. There's going to be a lot of answers and secrets that's going to be revealed in this one. Finally, we're going to see we're going to see a lot of characters breaking out of their shells, and the truth will be revealed. So stay tuned for next week.